Good morning. Welcome to Sunday meditation. Um, we'll start our meditation with doing some meditation on the breath at first, and we'll interject that with some chanting of the letter Hum. This is a letter in Tibet related to enlightened mind, so we can chant it over and over, and that gets us a little bit out of the habit of just breaking up the meditation. We'll do that 3 times throughout our meditation, and we'll take a short break after that. So, without further ado, let's start. Find your seat. Allow yourself to arrive here in your body. Find your sit bones. It's nice to move a little bit back and forth and find a comfortable seat so that you're not straining to stand up straight, but you feel every vertebra of your back spine on top of one another. It's an effortless sitting. If you're flowing from your pelvis all the way to the top of your head. It is also nice to, at this point when you find your seat, scan your body slowly with your mind and find any area of excess tension. This might be at the hips or the shoulders, maybe the jaw. And consciously tell yourself that you're allowed to relax, let go of that extra tension. Try to think as your breath coming into that area of tension. As you breathe in, breathe into that area, and as you breathe out, let go of that. Let go of your to-do list. It won't get done today, or not right now at least. So allow yourself to be in the present moment. As you arrive here, you might want to focus on your breath. Your breath and your body are always in the present. So maybe you can feel how it's coming in and out of your nose subtly, or how it affects your rib cage. Your mind will inevitably wander. This is the nature of the human mind. Judge the movement. Just notice that you're thinking. Notice that you're no longer in your breath in the present. And gently nudge it back to your breath. Labeling it thought, just coming back. This is what meditation is really about. Coming back to the present moment over and over. In our tradition, we like to keep our eyes open while we meditate. So maybe if you're comfortable and you've arrived and you feel settled, you might want to open your eyes. This is a sign that we can stay present through adversity. We're not blocking the world outside out, but we're engaging it, present, no matter what happens. Something that might be useful too is we do something with our gaze here. If you find that your mind is overactive and it doesn't seem to be able to quiet and you're too tense, it's nice to try to draw your eyes a little bit further down, let your mind quiet down a little bit. On the other hand, if you're feeling sleepy and lethargic, you might want to raise your eyes towards the sky. This will help you wake up. If you're new to meditation, you might be noticing right about now that your mind is very wild. There's thousands of thoughts, one on top of another, coming at you. This is normal. It doesn't mean that your mind got wilder because you try to meditate or anything like that. It means that you, for the first time, are noticing how this samsaric human mind acts and thinks continuously without ever letting a second of peace come by. Don't struggle with it. Don't try to fight it. Just acknowledge that it's happening and gently bring your attention back to the breath. Notice if your mind has gone astray and you're thinking about last week or what's coming up tomorrow. And gently bring your attention back to the breath. Also notice if this struggle to try to be present has brought extra tension into your body. That might be that your shoulders are hiking up to your ears or you're tensing your spine. Gently bring some breath into those areas of tension, and as you breathe out, let it go. with meditation practice, it's important to notice that a big part of it is not just sitting down and suddenly you're free of thoughts. But the crucial point of it is your ability to notice when those thoughts arise and gently, without judgment, bringing back over and over to the present moment, to the breath, to the object of meditation. That is what real meditation is. take a this may be people who have passed away or people who are going through a rough time, or yourself if that's something you feel you need a little extra boost in your life. So feel free to get up, stretch, and socialize a little bit. Ask any questions if you have any. Session with a chant of the letter Ah, just Tibetan letter Ah. You can visualize light coming out of your heart and going to everybody in this room, and then everybody in Houston, and then everybody in the world. If you're inclined to do that, I invite you to do it. And then after that, we will read the names of the people we have written down, and we'll do a short prayer of dedication and merit, and then our aspiration and motivation for practice from a Buddhist point of view. We particularly dedicate the merit of our practice to Edith Bayan family, Colleen Bob Bardo, Bob family, Amy Bob, Mac McCarthy, animals affected by human activity, Danielle, Paulo, Ramon, Lois Simes, Dan Simes, Konstantin Gieske, Young Yang Mei, Athena, Jonathan, and family. I'm having a lot of trouble with this. Sorry. McJourney, okay, I'm sorry, I can't read someone's handwriting. I apologize. Christina Kaiser, myself, Joe Atanix, to commence sorry, I'm really having trouble with this handwriting. I really apologize, whoever this is. Rachel, Ed, Dorothy Sizemore, NNC, Sodomi Oyan, Claudia Stern, Irma Sten, Dan Stern, Kathy Kappas, Mike Kappas, Brian, Corinne, Chris, Renee, PK, Juan Montes, Bardo. And if you have this sheet, it's we'll do the dedication and then aspiration. By this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very ground. May all beings always have happiness in its causes. May all beings always be free of pain and its causes, for as long as space abides, as long as the world remains, just so long may I be there, resolving all beings' pains. Well, if you enjoyed our meditation and are curious about the Buddhist practice, I invite you to come to our Tuesday night teachings. They're the first and third Tuesday of every month with our wonderful teachers, Harvey and Ann. If you want to know more about them, there's an extensive biography of them in our website, but I'll tell you a little bit about them. They're longtime practitioners. They both have long time lived in Tibet and have studied with some of the highest lamas. They both speak Tibetan and are very dedicated to the Dharma. And I would argue that some of the best qualified Western teachers out there. And it's really a privileged position to be able to be in such a small community and learning from them. So if you're inclined to learn more about Buddhism, I invite you to come on Tuesdays. There's a fall retreat coming up, I believe, in September. But again, I invite you to visit our website to check that out. And remember that if you can't make it on a Tuesday for some reason, we're always on YouTube. We broadcast live. So if you sign up to any of our teachings through our website, you'll get a link to all of those YouTube videos. So please join us. Anything else?
I just want to remind everyone we do accept donations. Also, there is another activity on the 24th, which is a Sunday. Right after this meditation, we're going to have what we call an open house welcome activity for anyone that would like to join us. We're going to have lunch. We're going to provide the food and talk a little bit about our mountain. And if you'd like to help us as a volunteer, you can sign up at that time.
We also have a children's program coming up in August and September. We're having mindfulness for, I believe the title is Mindfulness for Mothers, but it's really mindfulness for parents as a whole. So both mothers and fathers are invited. And there's another series. We always have upcoming different retreats and programs. So I invite you to go to our website and check out all the different programs that we have. DonMountain.org.